Uh-oh. Hey, y'all, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Black Girl Interrupted. Y'all already know who it is. It's your girl, Ashley, bringing y'all another great episode on Black Girl Interrupted. So happy Thursday, everybody. I hope everyone has had an amazing week. Um, Man, let me say this. I am like still floating on cloud nine. Like the other Tuesday night's episode was like nothing short of amazing. Like when I tell y'all I'm still floating on cloud nine from Atlanta, and baby, we've been back almost a week, but I'm still on cloud nine. Because it was such a beautiful yet amazing weekend. So again, thank y'all for everyone for the love, the support. Again, I'm forever humbled. I will always be grateful for everyone that tunes in, that stays in and supports me week in and week out. Like it's so appreciated. It definitely does not go unnoticed. So tonight, y'all know it is the month of May. Today is May 2nd, and this does kick off Mental Health Awareness Month. A lot of you do know my story and how I struggle and deal with my depression as well as my anxiety. So um this is why I do what I do, and that's why I start off every show doing a mental health check-in because it's like I really don't think y'all understand the stigma that surrounds mental health, especially in the Black community. We've always been told um we've never been pushed to go see therapists. We've always been told to pray it away. Things are gonna get better. Um, yeah, and let me say this because I don't want anyone to feel like I don't believe in God, because I do. God has brought me through a many storms, but sometimes when it comes to your mental health, sometimes you need that unbiased person um to really give you the tools, because you already have the foundation. And you definitely need the tools to build to help you along your journey, because I understand me like I say, as a person that deals with depression and anxiety, you need the tools to help you maneuver yet navigate through life. So tonight again, I kick off the month of May for mental health awareness. So for the month of May, I will be, discussing depression. I will be discussing anxiety. I will be discussing bipolar disorder. I will be discussing schizophrenia, and I will be discussing suicide. Mm. Let me start off before we even jump into tonight's episode. Y'all already know I do my mental health check-ins. For those that are not familiar or that are new to Black Girl Interrupted podcast, I always play a video, something that's encouraging, empowering, and uplifting, because again, you never know where a person is at in their everyday life. Yes, we may walk around like we're happy, smiling, go lucky type people, but really on the inside, we may really truly be hurting. So I always, like I said, I always want to kick off with something inspirational, empowering, uplifting. So before we jump into tonight's conversation, everyone that's tuned in, please don't forget, drop in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling today. Again, I always do my mental health check-ins because I want to know how you're feeling. I want to know what I could do to help you get over the hump. So here we go. We're going to kick off with something beautiful yet amazing, empowering, and uplifting. And then we're going to get back into tonight's show.
Some of you going to sleep and you don't deserve rest. You lazy, you don't deserve rest. Rest is for people who work. You ain't doing nothing. Every day you chilling. You only go to sleep when you've done something.
Your ego's a liar. Your ego's digging a grave of comfort. A grave of comfort that you're gonna crawl into voluntarily, where you get buried and you can't move anymore. That's what happens. That's what happens when you don't accept that whatever's going on is your fault. It is your fault. You can lie to yourself and then you don't need discipline. You can tell yourself everything's okay and then you don't need discipline. You can tell yourself, you can lie to yourself and say that you're winning. You have to be cognizant. You have to be aware of how you are being influenced. Because in this day and age, right now, if you aren't careful, you can slide down the path of least resistance, the path to weakness, the path to fragility, and the path to a lack of control as to what is happening in our lives. In your life, you gotta be the master of your mind. You gotta exercise mind control. I'm the general, I'm the soldier. I am going to obey orders without question. And people say, like, what do you tell yourself? I'm telling myself anything, I'm not allowed to talk. Immediate obedience to the orders. That's what we're doing with ourselves.
You just can't do what you in love with, what you interested in. Sometimes you have to do what you don't want to do so you can live like you want to live. So if it's going to help you reach your goal, even if you don't like it, do it anyway. What's your why? You need a why. Why do you need a why? Because some days you're going to look at that alarm clock and it's going to say 6, and 6 is the time you wake up, and you're going to look again, it's going to say 6:05, and you're going to say, I don't want to get up. But that why is going to say, push yourself, get up. Your mama needs you. Your daddy needs you. Your children need you. Get up. Your why is going to push you when you can't push yourself. When you want to quit and give up, your why is going to give you that edge you need, that advantage you need to make you believe again, to make you get up when you got up 3 times and you say, I'm not getting up no more. Your why. You don't get here by quitting when you're tired. You get here by quitting when you finish, when you're done. You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. You stop when you complete it, when you execute it. Execution is worship. And so I execute for my mom. I execute for my grandma. I execute for my sister. That's why I can't quit and give up, even though I get tired just like everybody else. I need you to eat the dream. I need you to sleep the dream. I need you to talk the dream. Because some days you're not going to feel like getting up. Some days you're not going to feel like keep going. And the dream is going to push you. You a beast until it's uncomfortable. You a beast when the weather is right. You a beast when coach tell you to do something that you comfortable with. You a beast when you play in your position. You a beast when everything is going right. But sometimes stuff start happening where it's uncomfortable and you start to break. You start to bend. You start to fold. You gotta learn to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. It ain't always gonna be the way you like it. It's not always gonna be comfortable. The conditions ain't always gonna be perfect. But if you want this, if you really want this, you gotta learn to sacrifice. You gotta learn to give up to go up. To be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. I need you to get up and I need you to work like your professor is grading your paper. I need you to work like you got an examination. I need you to work like you're trying to get credit. I need you to work like you're trying to graduate. I need you to put in that work and put in that time. And I need you to outwork everybody. Every single day when I wake up, every minute of the day, every hour of the day, I have an opportunity. Every opportunity is the last opportunity. Every opportunity, I have to reprove myself again. Because the day you become content, the day you stop evaluating yourself, the day you stop growing, the day you stop getting better is the day you die. Is the day the person who's trying to catch you will get you. Ain't nobody stopping you but you. You not average. Stop acting like it. You not average. Why you being average? You not average. Why you being good when you not good? You great. You phenomenal. When you gonna step up to the plate? And you have not given yourself enough credit to say, I just need to get up a half hour earlier and my whole life will change. I just need to get up 1 hour earlier. I just need to work 1 hour longer. I need to stop hitting that snooze button. If you were to make that one change, that one sacrifice, you would stop dreaming and start living it. I need you to dig deep. And I need you to make the rest of your life the best of your life. No excuses, just adjustments.
Download this video and audio by becoming a member at benlionelscott.com. Plus, get early access to all new content and hundreds of exclusive videos.
I really needed to hear that today. When I tell you yesterday was definitely a day for me. So this conversation this month is absolutely much needed. It's very warranted when it comes to mental health, especially in the Black community. Why the stigma surrounds mental health in the Black community, we'll never understand why. I do know that 25% of Black people seek mental health treatment when needed, compared to 40% of white people. The lack of resources for mental health in the Black community is slim to none. I go back and I look at the episodes I did prior when I discussed mental health. Suicide is the third leading cause of death. I believe it's the third or fourth leading cause of death amongst Black men. Why is that? Why? Why are we not taking our mental health seriously? Why are we not creating safe spaces, not only for Black men, I'm so sorry, let me back up. Why are we not creating safe spaces for Black men, Black women, as well as Black men? Why are we looked down upon when we say we need some type of help? So again, I'm kicking off the month of May discussing mental health awareness. This is not going to be a really long episode because this is just to get you guys ready for the episodes to come for the month of May. So today is my day to vent. Again, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. So let me let y'all know. So yesterday was a really hard day for me. I got very overwhelmed with my job to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And I felt myself slipping. And I said, no, how am I going to keep encouraging and uplifting people if my mental is not straight? And again, this is why I do these mental health check-ins. Is because, again, you never know what a person is going through. You may see them laughing, smiling, joking, playing, when really they could be one pill away from ending their lives, for taking their lives. They could be one bullet away, one drive away from taking their lives. So when I go and I look at everything that I've dealt with regards to my mental health, and I look at how my therapists have helped me along the way. And then I say, I know I'm not going to always have it together, but I also need the tools to keep it together. You know what I'm saying? To be able to navigate and maneuver when I feel those wicked yet crazy thoughts slip into my mind. And so I say, what can I do to help this? What can I do? So that brings me to having our Mental Health Awareness Month, having these mental health check-ins, making sure that you're good, making sure that I'm able to help you over that little hump. Regardless if I'm in the slumps, I still want to be able to be the light for somebody. I still want to be able to push. I still want to be able to encourage. I still want to be able to empower any person that I can. But do remember that I will keep my boundaries up, okay? So let's not never forget that, okay? But I'm also learning to be selfish with myself also. You know, I'm also learning to step away and regroup when I feel myself slipping back down. So I say all of that to say is it's okay to set those boundaries. It's okay to pull yourself away to regroup. Don't never let any person tell you, "Oh girl, it's going to be all right. Just get up and just pray." Or whatever, people tell you. I'm not saying prayer does not work because I know it does. But again, there's nothing wrong with seeking an outside person to help you along on your journey. So I'm here tonight and throughout the month and every episode after this is to help remove the stigma around mental health issues in the Black community because we do see that. We do see where Black people have been taught and conditioned, oh, we got to be strong. We can't be weak all the time. Yeah, you can because you're human. If you're sad, it's okay for you to cry. If you're angry, it's okay for you to be mad. You're human. And I really wish people would stop saying, just keep your head up, girl. Just keep going. It's easy to tell a person that if you're not in that person's shoes. It's easy for me to say, girl, get up, or man, get up, keep going, keep pushing. And I'm not walking in your shoes because I don't know what your day-to-day life is. But I can tell you what my day-to-day life is. And yesterday was a rough day for me. Yesterday was real hard. Not to the point where I wanted to do any harm to myself, but to the point where I say, you know what? I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm ready to quit my job. I'm ready to walk away, but I know, like BB told me yesterday, because we had a conversation. And she said, Ashley, she said, you know, that's the devil testing you. Are you going to pass or you're going to fail? And so I had some time to just really pull back. And I had some time to really regroup and talk about it. And that's what I encourage everyone to do. If you feel like you're having a moment, reach out to somebody. There's phone numbers that you could call. Matter of fact, let me post this one up here really quick for you. If you ever feel like you're having a moment and you don't have anybody to talk to, here's the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. If you are in a crisis, call 911. Let me move this banner out of the way. But there's a phone number right here at the bottom of your screen. And that phone number for the listeners, it's 1-800-273-8255. And that's the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. And that number is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 if it's leap year. I encourage you, please don't suffer alone. Please don't suffer by yourself. Please don't suffer in silence. And as I said yesterday, I would rather you send me a message than for me to see RIP behind your name. Because I know what it's like. I know what it feels like to be in the dark. I know what it feels like when you see the light and you can't get to it. I know what that feels like. I've been in that space before. I'm on medication for my depression and my anxiety. Have I been taking it? I'm going to be honest with y'all. No. Because I felt like I could do it on my own. But yesterday's breakdown was a prime example of I need to get back on this medication. I need something to keep me balanced. I need something to keep me focused. Let me just take a deep breath. Let me regroup because I feel myself getting a little emotional as I do this show. Because again, I want everyone that's in a dark space to be able to come out of it. I want every person that is suffering by themselves to come out of that. I pray for your mental. I pray for your overall well-being. I pray for your physical, your spiritual, your emotional health. And again, I'm going to double back. I pray for your mental. I pray that whoever's standing in the midst of a storm, I pray you come through it. I pray you seek the help that you so righteously deserve to get over that hump, because darkness doesn't last always. And again, I know it's easier said than done. I know it's easy for me to tell you this, but you got to get up. You can't lay down in it. You can't keep wallowing in the dark because you can't be celebrated in the dark. I know it's familiar. I know it's safe, but I want to love you in the light. I want to pull you back into the light. I want to pull you out of that rut. I want to show you and encourage you and tell you it's going to get better. You just have to keep believing and know that it's going to get better. It's going to get easier for you. And this is why I do what I do. This is why Black Girl Interrupted is where it is today. This is how Black Girl Interrupted came to be. Was on the premise of, it started when I was in the darkest space of my life. And I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to encourage people. I knew I wanted to help someone that was struggling. I knew I wanted to help someone whose story was similar to mine, whose story was familiar to me. So this is why I do these mental health check-ins. This is why I push you. This is why I encourage you. This is why I love on you, because I know you can do it. I know you wake up some days and you're like, I'm done. I can't do this. I know it. I've had those days. But I want you to know it's not forever. It's not long term. It's not your final destination. So again, as we continue on through the month of May, again, we're going to talk about anxiety. We're going to speak about depression. We're going to talk about bipolar disorder. We're going to talk about schizophrenia. And most importantly, we're going to talk about suicide. I will, throughout the month of May, I will do my Mental Mondays. I will do my Wellness Wednesdays. I will actually be live doing my Mental Mondays. I will actually be live doing my Wellness Wednesdays from here on out. Because somebody needs to be encouraged. Somebody needs to be loved on. Someone needs to be told they're doing a great job. Someone needs to be told that you could do it. Someone needs the reassurance. And that's what we're going to do on Black Girl Interrupted. You're going to get the reassurance. You're going to get the love. You're going to get the support. You're going to get the resources to make it through. So again, y'all, welcome back to Black Girl Interrupted podcast. Again, this was just a brief episode of what is to come for the month of May. Again, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. I will be doing my Mental Mondays. I will be doing my Wellness Wednesdays. I will still continue to post on my Facebook page with the mental health check-ins because I want to know how you're doing. If there's anything that I could do to assist, to help you get to where you're trying to go, please do not hesitate to send me a message. I do have access to some resources that I can provide to you if need be. So I'm going to close out. Like I said, this was not going to be a very long episode, just 30, 40 minutes. I want to close out the episode with something empowering, something encouraging, something uplifting. So again, don't forget, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we stream live to Facebook as well as to YouTube. 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. For those that do just like to listen that aren't with the visual, you could catch me streaming live on every major streaming platform: Spotify, Google, Apple, iHeart. Just type in Black Girl Interrupted podcast and it will pull up for you. Again, just know that I love you and I will be here anytime you need me. So we're just going to go ahead and wrap up, and I'm going to close with this. And we'll see you Tuesday. Don't forget, check in with your girl. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what I could do to help you get over that hump. But just know those storms won't last forever. So here we go.
It's very, very simple to get what you want, but it's not easy. It's your job to make yourself do the crap you don't want to do so you can be everything that you're supposed to be. And you're so damn busy waiting to feel like it. And you're never going to. Ever. No one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to tell you to apply for that job that you've always dreamt about. Nobody's coming to write the business plan for you. It's up to you. And because you're only ever going to do the things that you feel like doing right now or that feel good right now, unless you understand that you've got to parent yourself, you got to push yourself, you're not going to make your dreams come true.
If you want to live your best life, your absolutely best life, you got to do me a huge favor. You got to watch them choices you make. People make bad choices. They wake up and make another bad choice. They make another bad choice. Now they got a habit of bad choices, right? And they like, how did I get here? Choices. How did I get here? You trying to get to certain places, but you ain't making the choices that's going to get you there. You all in your feelings.
The problem is that most people, they can't get up in the morning. They ain't got no energy.
They don't got the energy to keep up with me. I'm like, boo, ain't nothing wrong with you. You just ain't got the stamina. You just ain't got the energy. You can't smart everything. You can't outthink everything. Some stuff is just you gotta be powerful. It's just some stuff that you gotta have stamina for. You just too slow. It just take you too long. You wake up, take you 3 weeks to do what it can take 24 hours to do. It don't make you a bad person, but you're gonna forever be average because to be great, you got to keep up. No alarm clock needed. My passion wakes me up. My drive wakes me up. My determination wakes me up. My ability to be, do, and have whatever I want, it wakes me up. What wakes you up? What drives you? Why are you playing this game? You gotta begin with the end in mind. So whatever your dream or your goal is, you gotta wake up every day to it. You gotta go to bed with it. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? You gotta read stuff. The music you listen to, everything you do, gotta pour into that dream. I didn't get to where I am. I didn't get here being lazy. I didn't get here binge watching TV. I didn't get here taking days off. I personally know what it takes. One day I made a decision that enough is enough. I'm tired of being average. I'm tired. I'm tired of being good. I'm tired. I made a decision. Enough is enough. It's showtime. In order for you to go from one level to the next level, in order for any woman to transition, for any man to transition, the thing that they want must be greater than the thing they currently have. You only transition from one level to the next when you're tired of the level you on. You don't belong at the bottom, and it's time for you to get your butt from down there. It's time for you to stop being comfortable at the bottom. Get your butt up and get to where you're supposed to be. Get where you belong. Do what you're supposed to do. Live like you're supposed to live. You gotta kill. Every single day of my life, I feel like giving 100%. Every single day, I don't have days where I don't feel like it. Why? Because I'm counting on me. My wife's counting on me. My son's counting on me. I don't have days to waste. And your grind has to match your dream. You can't play as much as you used to play. You can't go where you used to go. You can't do what you used to do. And now you gotta pick your grind up. And I need you to wake up every single day, and I need you to use your 24 hours like you've never used it before.
Y'all know I'ma always start and end with something motivational, something empowering, something uplifting. But again, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in tonight to Black Girl Interrupted podcast. Again, this is the month of May, so I am kicking off Mental Health Awareness Month. Again, for those just now tuning in, I will be discussing depression. I will be discussing anxiety. I will be discussing bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and most importantly, suicide. I will also be bringing y'all some resources that I have found that are available um, if you do need the help. Again, if you are in a rut, I would rather for you to message me. If you have my phone number, call me and let's talk through this. Let's work through this because I don't want to see another RIP behind someone's name. I understand life gets hard. I understand lives, situations happen. Finances aren't going how you want them to go. I definitely understand. But again, I want to be the person that helps you get over that hump. So, on that note, I just want to send out some love to everybody. I will see y'all Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. We will be talking about depression. I will have trigger warnings, and things of that nature. I will be sharing a little bit about my journey, my story, and everything that I've been going through, to how I am today. Because I do have rough days. I do have those highs, those lows, the ups, the downs. I do have that. Hey, my love. He says, hey, beautiful. He says, great show as usual. I know. Thank you, my love. Thank you, babe. I really appreciate you. But again, I will be back Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. It may be a little delayed because my daughter does have a band performance Tuesday night. So I'm hoping to start on time. I'm hoping it's not a long performance. So I'm hoping to start on time Tuesday night. And then I will see you guys Thursday night. Again, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. Javert says, "Hey sis, thank you for your platform." Absolutely, no problem. That's exactly why I'm here. And I love you back. I finally figured out how to do it. I love you back. But yes, definitely mental health awareness month. And I will be speaking to the Black community. No, it's not a race thing, but I want to fight to remove the stigma in the Black community when it comes to mental health. So, um, mm, y'all bear with me. Like I said, yesterday was a day for me. So I'm trying to regroup. I'm trying to get back. My energy levels are going back up. So that's a beautiful thing. Um, So again, those were the upcoming episodes for Black Girl Interrupt the podcast. Again, mental health awareness. I will be going live doing my mental Mondays as well as my wellness Wednesdays. So anyone that wants to tune in, anyone that would like to be a guest, um, here is my email down. Well, I do apologize. Here's the email down at the bottom of the screen. It is Black Girl Interrupt that podcast at gmail.com. If you want to come on, share your story, and you're not embarrassed or you're not ashamed because you know this is a judgment-free zone, shoot me an email and I can bring you on and we could talk and whatever it is we have to do to get you over the hump. Because again, that is my purpose here. My purpose is to continue to spread awareness in the Black community when it comes to mental health. Excuse me. Um, Also, here is the website. The link is down at the bottom of the screen. For those that cannot see, it is www.b like baby podcast.org. You could also sign up to be notified of the new episodes and all the upcoming events for Black Girl Interrupted, as well as when the merchandise is gonna drop. That is actually in production. So I'm very excited about dropping the BGI merchandise. So y'all stay tuned for that. Um, but on that note, again, I love you guys. Happy Thursday. I wish you guys a beautiful and safe weekend. I will see you guys Tuesday. Until then, like I say, if you need to talk, if you have my phone number, call me. Shoot me a message. Let's talk. Whatever it is that we got to do. If we need to laugh together, if we need to cry together, whatever it is that we need to do, it is imperative that we fight together to remove the stigma around mental health in the Black community. So on that note, I love you guys. I will see you Tuesday night again, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. Don't forget I stream live to YouTube as well as the Facebook. And again, go to YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Catch up on all the past updates with Black Girl Interrupted so it can bring you up to speed on where we are today. But I love you guys. Again, have a beautiful weekend, and I will see y'all Tuesday. Holla.